So we're experimenting. Why not, right? Sandy got a humongous big head of cabbage for next to nothing. So whilst we're cooking lunch, which includes some cabbage and some bratwursts, we took the rest of it, since knowing us it would just sit in the refrigerator and end up going bad, and then we'd give it to the chickens. We decided we would ferment some. So we have salted and massaged and stuffed into a jar. We've got it weighted down with another jar. It's got water in it, and it's covered loosely. And now we are going to put it someplace cool and dark, which would, in my estimation, is the best place for that's the hall closet. So it's closest to an air vent, and it's central in the house where it stays cooler. So that's what we're gonna do. And
24 hours.
24 hours. And then we have to check the water level in the bottom of the jar. And
to the top, and make sure those are covered.
And then we're going to fill it to the top with brine. Whatever, we have to make up whatever it doesn't fill in with its own juices.
Yes.
With a salt liquid brine to cover it. And then put it back in the closet for 3 days.
Depending on the cut and the amount, it
Right.
takes 10 to 14 days or more.
Okay, so
Taste it.
10 to 14 days or more. Okay, and we'll check it and see how it goes. And in the meantime, it's going to be 10 to 14 days. Actually, it'll be 24 hours before I get back to you.
We start tasting it 3 days, but we check
Okay.
how much water we get.
So we check the water in 24 hours, and we taste it in 3 days.
Yeah.
Which this is Sunday, so that will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday we'll taste it and see if it's done. If not, we'll keep fermenting it for a few more days. Anyway, so we'll get back to you in 24 and see where the water level is. Bye. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so here, is that better? Now you can see my face. Okay, so we have our experiment here.
It's in the frame.
It's in the frame. It is now in the frame. It is the fermented cabbage.
It's been how many days?
It's been 3 days. It is time to taste. I don't know how I'm supposed to get that out.
Honey, it's been 5.
It's been 5 days?
Yeah, you put it Sunday, didn't you start it?
Yes, I did. Let's see if I can use this to get that out.
It's smelly.
There we
I
go.
can smell it from over here.
I'm going to set that down in the lid in case I need to put it back in.
What's it supposed to taste like? You have any idea?
I have no idea what fermented cabbage is supposed to taste like.
He's going to go for it. The man could eat roadkill and not kill over. Still crunchy.
It's still crunchy.
It's supposed to be crunchy. I think that's part of the preservation. Is it super salty?
It is a little on the salty side. I could eat that.
You can't put your fork back in there or you'll introduce bacteria into it. So don't do that. That's a bad, bad thing to do.
So now what are we supposed to do with it? Are we supposed to continue fermenting it?
If you like the flavor and the texture, I guess, you can, or if you want it to go longer, you have to replace your seal and all that good stuff. As long as the liquid is under the line, then...
Well, the liquid needs to be above all of the stuff.
Right.
So I'll have to get something else to push the stuff down. I'll try and spread out the leaf again. There we go. There's our leaf.
So you're going to let it go longer, huh?
I
You
think.
can do it up to 10 days, so...
Well, I think we give it another couple of days. It just gets regular tap water?
No.
What's it get?
We have to take warm water and put salt in it.
I think it's salty enough.
Okay, well, over there is a kettle that I boiled for the tea for my SCOBY, so to make my kombucha, so I suppose you can use that. It shouldn't be super hot,
Right, it wasn't. I mean,
but it had been boiled, so.
just enough to give it a cover. And then we plop the jar
Weight
back
in there.
and we put the lid back on there.
It never did overflow. I didn't find anything on that plate.
Loosely, right?
No, I don't know that. I did do juice. I never found it to need burping, but I went and checked on it every once in a while to see if it needed burping.
So now we shall go put it back in the closet for another 2 or 3 days and taste it again.
Okay, there he goes. I suppose we'll talk to you later about the fermented cabbage. Bye.
So what we have here is fermented cabbage. You've seen this before because it's on the front end of the video. It's been another 5 days.
It's Sunday, so it's been a week.
Since the last time we tasted it?
No, since we started the process.
Okay. So we tasted it a couple of days ago. So clean fork. Gonna taste it again. See if we like it better. That's pretty tasty stuff.
You're in the front.
Sorry, when I look at the picture over here, all I can see is the red numbers across my forehead.
Oh, well.
Anyway, I think it tastes pretty good. Would you like to try it?
No, I'm gonna wait and see if my stomach calms down. You might have to take that layer out of there. That was just, once it goes in the fridge, it's not.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I touched it. Sorry.
You're gonna be taking that out of there.
Yes, I know.
But it said we just put it in the fridge. It can last up to a couple months.
Now I don't know what all we're gonna do with.
I would wipe it off if it's stuck to the plate before you put it in the fridge, but there it be. What's it taste like? Describe it.
It tastes like cabbage.
You might want to release some air now.
It tastes like cabbage. Hang on, I have to step around to get top. It's got a slightly salty flavor. I don't know if that was because we put too much salt in it. The recipe wasn't very specific, so I like it. It will get eaten.
Alrighty then.
So the next mission for the day we have one pork loin that is going to become pork chops and go on the grill as soon as I read the instructions on how to use lump charcoal, because I've used it once and we had a bad experience with it. So
And
we're going to
why?
try and do it again.
Why have we chosen to try to use lump charcoal? Or lump.
The lump charcoal? Because the ash from the lump charcoal can be fed to the sheep as an amendment of charcoal. It can also be put in your garden because it's got no particular chemicals in it.
It's supposed to be something that has to do with deworming or worming or
Right.
keeping them from being wormy or whatever.
We'll be getting pigs shortly. We used to throw a burnt end of a stick out of the fireplace into the pigs for the pigs, and they'd gnaw on it. So charcoal is good for animals.
But not treated with any kind of flammable stuff. So
Right.
we're going to try to light it with grease, I guess.
Oh, well, I'll use the chimney and newspaper like I always do.
Right.